The picture that you're looking at right now epitomizes how I feel about Manchester United and the transfer strategy that we lack. Pretty much, I do you understand? I can't even go play football, pick up football anymore because all my friends, their clubs are signing players. And they're asking me, oh, how's the Money Mace thing going? How's the Mason Mount transfer going? That's all we've done this summer. I'm sorry I have to start this on a complaint like this, but I have to welcome you to the Rumour Report. We're back, baby. We took a little sabbatical like the Manchester United recruitment office. But you know what? We are back. And that is what matters. And matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and just say shout out to you for joining in. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. It is the Football Power Hour, as I like to do it again. Let me play the little Football Power Hour. It's the Football Power Hour Rumour Report. Matter of fact, you know what's funny? I started this show as the Man United Rumour Report to just transfer rumor report or just simply rumor report because Man United are not doing any transfers. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and talk about it because we want to talk about a few things that are going on around us because quite frankly, with Manchester United, all the only glimmer of hope that we have is somebody credible like Fabrizio Romano talking about Manchester United holding concrete talks with Onana. Now, what's been said before in the rumor mill is that Inter Milan were actually and still are considering to hear about bids for Onana, but they are very, very, very clear about it. They do not want to spend all summer hearing about this. There's not going to be no Frankie de Jong being chased by Manchester United situation. We hope that's not the situation, at least from Inter Milan's side. And they are very much clear that they want to know what the plan is so that they can figure out a replacement plan because they are a team with a transfer policy, a transfer plan in mind. Matter of fact, when you just diverge real quick and think about transfer policies in mind and transfers, I just want to just say shout out to Chelsea, shout out to Arsenal because Arsenal and Chelsea are making moves. Matter of fact, I just came across this post right here that I just want to just share real quick. Let me just go ahead and see if I can just share this. These are players that used to be, look at this. Look at this picture right here. Look at the transfer. Teams with a transfer plan, teams that actually activate, teams that actually execute. Look at that. Arsenal seems like they'll be giving they'll be doing the same thing that they've been doing with Chelsea where they do business. Look at that. Somehow every time a Chelsea reject goes to Arsenal and ends up performing. But that's not really what we want to talk about today. I just want to just shed light on that because I was just like looking at other clubs and saying they actually have transfer plans in mind. There are certain teams out there that actually do things, and actually follow through. Because when you look at it right now, the latest thing that I want to lift up is the fact that Min-Jae, a player that we've been working on for so many weeks, a transfer that we've been rumored with for so long, lots of credible sources. David Ornstein talking about it, Chris Wheeler talking about it, Fabrizio talking about it. And guess what? Right now, I woke up to Min-Jae wearing a Bayern Munich shirt. How is that supposed to make me feel as a Manchester United fan? Honestly, the way we are moving or not moving is mad. It's ridiculous, and it needs to be called out because it's like we never learn. Take, for example, the other player that I want to make sure that I talk about today is Arsenal making sure that they secure the deal with Declan Rice because the Rice thing almost looked like the chase for the Premier League between Arsenal and Man City. there was like this sort of little standoff of like, oh, you put in an offer, I'm gonna put in a slightly better offer. And then Arsenal were like, no, 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 no. We learned the mistakes from the Mudryk deal. That standoff with Chelsea. No, we're not going through that again and putting little ridiculous deals to try and make, to try and make us seem like we're busy this transfer window. We want the player and we want the player now. And Arsenal showed signs of learning from that previous mistakes. Matter of fact, Arsenal deserve a lot more flowers. Let's do that. Let's give them the applause. Arsenal deserve flowers. They deserve all the applause because Arsenal are now even going for the low. They're not even going for the low or medium hanging fruit anymore. It's no more the Ben White. It's no more the Odegaards, who was a Real Madrid reject. It's actually players that are top notch that we know that they're going to add quality and take them to the next level. Matter of fact, in a conversation yesterday, I want to make sure I finish this video in the next 3 minutes. But in a conversation yesterday, I said to a couple of friends on United TV, actually, and we talked about, for some people, the Premier League ended on the 28th of May. For me, it didn't. Matter of fact, if you look at how it ended on the 28th, we had Man City with 89 points and Man United with 75 points. And there was a 14-point difference, right? Arsenal was somewhere here with, was it 84? I believe. With 84, right? That's how the Premier League ended. But with the additions in the transfer window so far, Arsenal have got Declan Rice and Kai Havertz. Now, I can't put my money on the Kai Havertz guy that much because he's known as the manager killer. But also, the other thing is also Kai Havertz can make a case for himself that I never had a proper coach. I never had a proper system that maximizes my strengths. I've been played on wings. I've been played as a false nine. I've been played as an out-and-out center forward. And all the experiments were never great and never really favorable for my development as a player. Now, Mikel Arteta, we all know he's got a little coaching vision in him. So he might actually get the best of Kai Havertz, but that's not about that. It's about the fact that I feel like from 84 points that they had on the 28th of May, Arsenal have probably gained 6 points and they're now at 90 points. Man City have let they've let Gundogan go. And obviously, Benjamin Mendy, he's a departure for this season. He's considered a departure. But Mateo Kovacic is not necessarily the Gundogan. Gundogan, I would say he was responsible for about 6 points let's say 6 to 8 points. I don't want to say 9 completely. But, he was a player that for Man City, I'm always a little bit skeptical when Pep Guardiola makes all these changes in his team, but at the same time, he knows what he's doing when he gets, players that can change a game, like Cancelo out the squad and he goes on to win a treble. And he gets a player like Gundogan out. Let's see what's going to happen. Kovacic does not bring goals. We know Kovacic is not a prolific scorer at all. Matter of fact, Kovacic, I almost liken him to Fred because at the same time, you can make the thing about a lack of a proper coaching education for him. Who knows? Maybe, as Fred, I was once led to believe by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that Fred would never score a Premier League goal. He actually even said that in a post-match press conference, and then next thing a proper coach comes in like Eriktenhag, and he actually makes Fred into a goal-scoring midfielder, and he's got at least 2 or 3 goals to register for this season. Or this past season. So the thing about it is Kovacic might actually end up getting goals next season. Who knows? Because under Pep Guardiola, for sure that he is going to be a good ball retention, ball circulating kind of player. And I think City have added probably, I'd say 5 points. So that added 94 points. This is the current Premier League standings in the summer. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, I hope that these Onana talks are actually true and we have reached the end of the Rumour report. I want to make sure that these videos are less than 10 minutes. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so. We out. Peace.